What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ball5, and today we got that day 1 UU. Let me get the... We got that day 1 UU. So, you already know I had to build spikes with priority and pivoting, right? That's basically the go-to team here on this channel. So we got Sandy Shocks, which is probably the funniest name of all time. It's literally just Sandy Shocks. It's an electric and ground type. It's called Sandy Shocks. This is literally my first name ever. We got Slitherwing, Choice Band, First Impression. Slitherwing might be my favorite of these Paradox mons. Slitherwing might have it. I don't know what my favorite was. Maybe Brute Bonnet. I never used Brute Bonnet yet. But Slitherwing has First Impression, which is my favorite move. It's got a great type. It can bug fight it, which is probably one of my favorite type combinations. At least Heracross is one of my favorite mons. The other bug fighting. And then, you know, U-turn, close combat. You got Flare Blitz coverage. Pretty powerful. You got Tatsugiri here. Is what this thing is called, right? Yeah. I got just a vest variant. You can spin. You can drop Dracos and Surf. You do pretty good damage because it is a strong ass mod. And then you have I have Mirror Coat just because I want to use Vest Mirror Coat, but you could probably do like Surf. I already have Surf. You can do a Hydro. Or if you're running Hydro, you can do Surf for more accurate stab, stronger enough. Or Dragon Pulse, I guess, for some more consistency. Icy Wind, another option. Just, you know, got options. You got Choice Band and Palm Hot. Same set that I've been spamming pretty much every video I've made. And here you got Mach Punch, Steel Terra, Fighting Iron Fist. You can really clean some teams up with the Spikes chip and the Rocks chip from Bronzong, which is physically defensive Terra Fighting, because Fighting with Levitate is actually pretty damn good. I feel like Fighting type, depending on what you combine it with, makes a really, really fun defensive one. Dry Skin Talking Stroke defensively is crazy. Then we have Vest Azumarill to round it out. Double water, double vest, double fighting, double band. You got the hazards with these guys. This team is fire. This team is flames. I don't care what anyone says. At first, I was like, this team doesn't have any synergy. I don't know what I'm doing when I built this, but as I'm playing it more, I'm like, yo, this is kind of fire. We have, this guy has, what's this thing called? Grafii? He's got Grafii setting up hazards for, or not hazards, setting up sun for all these guys. He's got Skull Villain, which is an insane Pokemon. Grass Fire with Chlorophyll is crazy. He's got Grafii setting it all up with Sun, just orchestrating it all. Let's just see how this goes. I mean, with the replay speed down, you got Grafii versus Sandy Shocks to lead. What the hell is this? Okay. I go for a Volt Switch turn 1. I could have just annihilated this with Earth Power because he did that. He even set the Sun for me. I go to this. I think I just get a slow U-turn because he's going to. I didn't even know this thing got Party Shot. I looked it up, I think, to see if it got U-turn. Yeah, Party Shot. I actually looked it up. I just saw what Dark Type has. Goes to Slitherwing though. Okay, back to Sandy Shocks. I'm gonna Volt Switch again. Goes to his Brute Bonnet. I think I just clicked Spikes here when I clicked Earth Power. I just wanted to gauge the damage because he doesn't really have an immunity to that. And he has the Sandy Shocks and Volt Switch. I go to Slitherwing on the Spore. And I'm Terra Bug on Slitherwing, so I'm never ever. He has to hope I stay asleep for like forever, but I don't. I wake up. And even if I didn't, I mean, I would have Palm Up for Mach Punch anyway, unless he Terras into something crazy. Or I have Fighting Bronzong as well, so I guess Bronzong gets Spore, but I do have the Mach Punch. I go back to Sandy Shocks because Screamtail does not have that much offensive presence at all. I'm starting to stack spikes here just to actually punish these switches. I think I just click Earth Power here. Or get another spike because he's going to set his Sun back up. Because, yeah, I don't think there's anything that I want to, like, yo, you're not getting your health back, boy. At least not yet. I don't think he has a mon like that just yet. He goes hard Skull Villain, which is an insane play. And just dies to Earth Power. So I don't have to worry about that. I was kind of worried about it. And I do have the First Impression, which would have annihilated it. But I mean, and Aqua is also neutral. I just let my Sandy Shocks die to Earthquake, which is a pretty dumb play on my part. I go to Bronzong. I go to Bronzong, get the rocks up. So I'm continuing that. This Thunderbolt's a lot, but I'm just getting some Nightshade shit. And this series plays hilarious. He switches to get his Sun back up, I think. And he goes to his Grafii, which can set that up. I just clicked Nightshade. I just could have clicked Body Press. It wouldn't have mattered. He encores me in the Nightshade, but he's not damaging. He doesn't have U-turn. He doesn't have knockoff. He doesn't, like, he's not damaging me, so he clicked all that bullshit, and I'm just gonna. I got all my left. I'm not even in range of Thunderbolt anymore from the thing, and I'm Fizz Def, so this is. I think I actually switch here because it's in my best interest to switch because he's gonna Leech Life get it all back if I don't. So I go to Azu here. He does Terra Bug. Leaf Time skills a lot because Terrestrialization is absolutely broken. But now he can't kill me. I'm just gonna put the player on, get some damage or something. And this is the part where I start playing around these wishes. And this is basically how the game ends because he can't wish back anything because I'm just gonna keep spamming attacks. I think Refy is dead to hazards actually, and then he can't wish back to Slitherwing as long as, or Sandy Shocks as long as I'm just spamming moves. So I just click Ice Spinner because it would have hit and it would have killed the two things I can actually switch in. I go to Bronzong here. He goes another wish. I think I clicked Body Press or Heavy Slam, one of those two. And I ended up clicking Heavy Slam, but his thing died to hazards anyway. He goes to Sandy Shocks, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna Body Press, because look, I'm not in range of Evil anymore, as you guys saw, because I got like 30 from leftovers, dude. I was at like 50. No, the math doesn't matter. I don't know. I got a lot from leftovers. But, I don't think he attacked Bronzong again after that damn. Maybe it was like a Dazzle, but I got a shit ton of health from leftovers, which is hilarious. And that will be game 1. Alright, game 2. We got Turtle. I didn't realize this was Turtle until after, like, the game was over. I was like, oh shit, that was Turtle. I didn't realize it was him until after the game was over. I didn't realize who I ran into until the game was over, which is hilarious. I'm going to try lower battle speed this time because that last one was moving way too fast for my liking. But yeah. This is my second game ever with this team. Same thing, I don't know if this is the game I did it, I doubt it, but I think this is the game that made me want HDB on my Sandy Shocks, because just gets all these hazards. Spoiler for what happened in this game. I have the Slitherwing again, you know, he has 2 spin blockers for the Tatsugiri, even though Tatsugiri does beat both of them in theory. Still with the Bronzong, same set, Palm Out, Rock Punch, you know the drill, and then the Azu, same kind of deal as last time. Lycanroc Dusk versus Sandy Shocks. This speed replay thing it doesn't work if you download a replay apparently. I just go for Volt Switch turn 1, could have Earth Powered, but this thing is double hazard recover Earthquake or some ground type because it's not touching Bronzong. The only problem with it is that he gets all the spikes. It's also like Spadef as hell because Body Press does a shitload. So I could have like, imagine if I Terra'd and then Body Press, like I don't know if that's too okay, probably not because I went 30. I go hard Tatsu, which I guess made the spin too obvious and I could have dropped the Draco here and just, you know, made Sableye perish, but I just spin, you know, I didn't really have a plan when I clicked that. He goes, it's just classic annoying Sableye. Clicking Will-O-Wisp and just letting yourself take a Draco but dodging because you're Sableye. This is what Sableye does. This is who Sableye is. But he just encores me into spin and dies, or into Draco and dies. He could encore me into spin and then, you know, then went for Willow. At least IMO. He goes to Hammer Girl, but I'm gonna go to Sandy Shocks, which is faster, so I don't care about this mon because I'm faster with Sandy Shocks. Like if I was Boots, then it would have been even better. I think I just Volt again. Because I didn't want it to like Terra into something to dodge my Earth Power. Because it probably wouldn't have Terra'd ground, right? So I go back to Bronzong because, you know, I wall Gaspinol Bronzong. Because it's no... There's something it doesn't have, I just can't tell you what it is. It doesn't have a water type move. So there's no worry for me to take damage. Oz is the best thing to take this because it's at full compared to Tatsugiri, so yeah, it'll eat this. I go for this is the ease. This is typical, you know. It's not a hard play to make. Just play her off, you know. Just get the Gastro out of here. It doesn't save it, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Volt Switch is free. I can Volt Switch for free. Back to Tinkaton. I can get some chip with Aqua Jet. 37 is fantastic. This thing does not have particularly great physical defense without investment. And, you know, it's SD variant on this team, so there is no investment. I go for Discharge because, like, again, I don't want you to Terra to dodge the Earth Power. I get the Para on Noivern, so just typical Magneton, typical Discharge when you have that move. It's to get the Para for no other reason. And you see it right there. That's why I have that move. Just to get Paras. That's the only reason it's here. And because my Bronzong's alive, I can Terra Fighting to beat Gengar. I don't know if they Terra'd yet, but I mean, I did. Just like Heavy Sun's a better play there. But I just looked at Gengar's HP. It's only like 260, so 261. So it was dying no matter what. That player was super effective. But I have my Slitherwing's slower. But I want Slitherwing anyway. I don't know why I did this. Yeah, I know. Watch. Remember that Terra I was talking about? Yeah, this is what happened. Terra's flying, which would have resisted CC if I was Scarf. but I wasn't Scarf. I just made that play because I'm an idiot. I don't know speed tiers. That's why I made that play. But I mean, I just go to Palm Out Double Shock, and then I sack anything, and then first impression to win the game. So that's how that's gonna end. So yeah, just Sandy Shocks. Get this out of here, or he gets me out of here with CC. Now it's even freer to click first impression. He's Orb. So yeah, this beats Accelerock, it beats Sucker Punch. Just first impression, impressed for the first time, Slitherwing, Awesome Mon, and that'll be game 2. Game 3, we are against Knackle Stack, the middle guy of the Salt guy. Garganackle, the Salt Minecraft guy. The middle one, yeah. He's got Cloister. He's got Pin Searching to set up hazards, potentially, and also with the Iron Jugulus to take advantage of the terrain. Magnezone also takes advantage of the terrain. And Gallade. Gallade is an insane Pokemon. That Sharpness, I think Sacred Sword is stronger in close combat after Sharpness, because it's what, 1.5? It's a 90 power move? Yeah, for sure. And then, you know, I just have the same team. I don't remember if I have Boots on Magneton yet, but I know, like, at some point when I was using this team, I was like, okay, I need Boots on Magneton. I just don't remember when exactly I did that. But, game 3. I'm just going to kill this Surf. I'm not going to play around with it. It definitely doesn't have the Spadef that the thing has. Garganacle's great Spadef. I click Mirror Coat here, which is hilarious. And it gets some nice damage on Pin Searching. I could have just dropped the Draco on this, but I don't know what it was fixing to do. So I have the immunity. I think I don't remember if I'm even Terra Water yet in this replay. But I thought it was Earth Powered, but I actually just clicked that. He goes into Iron Jugglers like it's Hydreigon, and it's gonna, you know, not die to Volt Switch, but that works. I go to Palmont. I mean, I think I had to get poisoned here, which kind of sucks. I guess I could have gone to Tatsugiri and then just, you know, spun for free, depending on what he did, but I guess that might have been a little bit better, because it's gonna have to get poisoned if it wants to spin anyway. I think I double to it here. It's lies, I get Rocks up, but he kills me with Terra Blast. He doesn't kill me because Bronzong is hella bulky, even with no Spadef. I get some Body Press chip, which would have been nice chip, even if he didn't. I mean, if he did, it would have been like double that, because he would have been weak to it, but even when he's not weak to it anymore, it's still nice chip. I'm just gonna spin here because I don't want this T-Spike to hit my Ozzy, my Slitherwing. I don't remember my Sandy Shocks' boots yet, but if it's not, then I don't want it to get poisoned either, you know? He goes for Sucker Punch. I didn't even realize he was rifled until I watched this replay back earlier before filming this, so that was pretty funny. He goes back to Magnezone. I thought maybe I'm faster than him with the +1, but I'm not. He just Volt Switches out, but now he's dead to Rocks unless he spins with his Cloister, but he's not going to do that because I have Double Shock in Electric Terrain, so yeah, bye. Nice knowing you, Cloister. And I think I said I suspected the Glade was Scarf earlier. I don't remember if I actually said that, but surprise, surprise, it actually was. It's a pretty solid cleaner with that Cycle Cut and Sharpness, but it loses the first impression, so I click that. Magnezone comes in, Spire, Dice to Rocks. And even if it didn't, I have Sandy Shocks, I have Aqua Jet, so that'll be game 4. That was a quick one too, 15 turns. And finally, this team is just insane. This team is so fun. I got so many games with it. I got a couple more after this, which will be just more joke kind of stuff, but it's still fun. It's still fun. Bro, the color scheme part doesn't even work. It's already in dark mode, and I can't. I know it's not in the window, but I don't know. Just funny stuff from Showdown with this whole downloading and replay shit. Get like an HTML file of the replay. I prefer doing that to saving the replay a lot of the time, but that's just me. What am I doing? Yo, I always thought it would be cool if Showdown had, like, you know how when you have a battle on your DS? At least in XY was like this. You have a battle, and the battle would have a code. And other players could put that code, and it would have the video would go to their versus recorder. I thought it would be cool if, like, you could put a code onto Showdown. Like, if you could, like, put something on the replay site, you could put the code from your Wi-Fi battle. And then that code, it would, like, make a Showdown version of that replay. Like, you guys get what I'm saying? Like, that would be, I always thought that would be cool. I'm gonna come back to this video to the point where I said this just to remember it. But we got Sandy Shocks matchup. We both started with it, so maybe I don't know if he started with it, but we'll see. I know we have Haunch Crow, which is crazy. I played some games with the rain in between this, and that's what my next video is gonna be. Cryo to spin, Slowking with Chilly Reception, and then 2 fighting type threats. He's got like Chilly Reception, Volt Switch, and threats with Cryo to keep the hazards off. I don't have Spin Blocking, My Magneton's Terra Water. I could be like, yo, imagine if I did like Terra Ghost to be a spin blocker sometimes. I leave Bronze. I'm just gonna get rocks up because what's Slowking gonna do to me? Nothing. No Scald. Foul Play's gonna do like nothing because I'm Fizdef. It would do nothing if I was Spadef, but you know, even less. I just go for Play Rough just to immediately just gauge the damage. It does a lot because he's like full Spadef. He goes Cry. I'm like, bro, if you don't freeze dry, like, okay, you can spin, but I'm gonna kill you. And his Aqua Jet resist is Slowking, so I don't have to like worry about. I'm just gonna Aqua Jet because his resist to it is Slowking, and then I just click Play Rough again. And we saw how much damage that did. I'm not letting myself take the Volt Switch. He goes for Earth Power, so it works because I get my other AV Water type on in. Earth Power would have done like nothing. I would kill him with Liquidation. I tried to Mirror Coat catch a Volt Switch, you know, just see what happens. Maybe he's in Draco range if that happens, which would have been funny. He goes back to Sandy. I think I go to my own Sandy to block Volt and Evolt because I didn't do that last time. And I think I Terra'd Water Earth Power, but I didn't have to. Yeah, I was Terra'd Water at this point. I was definitely Boots too. I didn't have to do any of that. He doesn't double. Yeah, that's as fuck. Sandy Shock is a problem. I go to Hard Palma because he's not clicking a Psychic type move that would directly damage me. He goes Hard Honchcrow. Yeah, goodbye. I don't know what that play was all about, bro. He had a Slitherwing too, which you could have went to, but I just go back to Bronze on Sandy. It's gonna do a lot because I don't have. It did less than the Thunder, because Thunderbolt did 57 in the first game, and then Drain Punch is a lot. So like this man just went to my PC and made my Bronzong Spadef. That's crazy. He went to my PC and made it Spadef Bronzong. I mean, yeah, Bronzong doesn't do much this game, but I go to Slitherwing, and I think I click Close Combat when U-turn was better, but I mean, look at that, all that damage. 69 on his own. Nice damage, if I do say so myself. I have an Azu, but I went to Sandy anyway, despite having an Azu. I go for Earth Power. I thought he would switch, but what would he switch to? Magneton? Will I just Earth Power again and not worry about his own Earth Power? Because I'm max timid, so I'm probably faster than him too. He sacks his own Slitherwing to the U-turn. That's the thing about Slowking. He goes Slowking, I either get like one of these physical threats and he perishes every time. I go for Jet to get some damage because I need the damage for close combat from either of my two fighters. Probably Palmok because he's actually faster. He goes back to Slowking, which is going to take the player off, and then he chillies into crap vulnerable because this is going to die to Jet. But this time to play rough. You'd think he has speed EVs, because I have no speed on my Osmo, maybe like 4 EVs at most. But you'd think this would have speed EVs, anything crap vulnerable. But I guess not. Because, I mean, maybe, I don't know why it wouldn't have speed on that. It's the best offensive typing of all time. Ice Fighting? Definitely the best offensive type ever. Maybe Ice Dark, but Ice Fighting is up there. So you probably want, speed, but I guess he didn't have it, and, I killed him, and, I mean, even if that didn't go as planned, I have double shot, I have close combat, rather. Then I have, Slitherwing just U-turns all day. But yeah, that's gonna be the replays. Fun games. This team is really fun. And I'll see you in the next one.